Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is for the month of September 2023. This is for your general messages. Doesn't matter if it's romance, friendships, family, work, career, your health, your spiritual growth, any fears that you need to face, whatever it is that you're dealing with at this time. I am here to give answers as best I can, but also to help you understand what you need to do moving forward towards actually embracing those answers. Does that make sense? So there's always homework for us to do. So I can get on here and talk about how, I can give you answers, and I'm not a fortune teller. I'm here to just give you guidance if you resonate with my energy, but there's always homework for us to do. So this is going to be for, I just read for Sagittarius. I think I'm just going to read for Sagittarius, their sister sign, which is Gemini. Excuse me. So Gemini, welcome to the month of September. Gemini, sun and rising signs. So Gemini, if you resonate with my energy, please like, share, comment, and or subscribe. I'm always doing the best that I can to give out as much guidance as I can and to lead you down the right path of happiness and transformation and improvement, because those things are very important. Okay, I'm sitting outside for a change. I feel like sitting outside is the best thing for me right now. This retrograde season has been a doozy. Okay, I mean, we just had a Pisces full moon. It was a blue moon, so there was for some of you Gemini, there may have been a lot of weird things happening in your life that you just can't explain. The full moon may be responsible for that. Others of you, these retrogrades are what's really, going at you. For those of you who are feeling stressed out, again, I'm here to give you guys encouragement and insight. Some of these readings may not necessarily resonate at the beginning of the month or even mid-month. It might not resonate until like the end of the month, and you realize like, oh, at least that's what some people have commented before, and they're like, I'll listen to it in the beginning of the month, didn't really resonate, but then I listened to it towards the mid-month or end of the month and it did resonate. So definitely feel free to come back to these videos, you guys, if you need a little bit more insight, if you need to understand, okay, what's really going on. Don't feel bad if have to listen to it a second time. Okay, hopefully I don't bore you with these readings. But anyway, you guys, hopefully you like this setting. I feel like I want to do readings outside more often now that I have a better mic set up. So hopefully you guys can hear me too. Hopefully. So Gemini, sun and rising signs. Let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Happy September, happy Virgo season, happy Libra season when it gets here. Happy autumn. I'm really excited for the fall season to get here. Right now it's actually really hot where I am. So Gemini, sun and rising signs, hopefully you guys are enjoying your weather wherever you are. Okay, so let's see. Gemini, sun and rising signs. Let's see. Let us see. Gemini, sun and rising signs, universe, source. So guys, I'm going to pull 4 cards. Oracle messages first to understand the overall energies that you'll be dealing with and some insight that the universe has in store for you. For the month of September overall, I will pull 4 tarot messages and clarify them. And I will pull 1 other oracle message, just a small oracle message for you exiting the month of September into October, and what type of energies the universe wants you to take with you as you enter October. Okay. All right. So Gemini, sun and rising signs. Let's see what 4 cards the universe has for you guys for the month of September 2023. Let's see. Gemini. Okay. So remember, Gemini, this is for your sun and rising signs. So guys, the bottom of the deck, you have your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Okay. Your commitment is being tested. That's the overall general energies for you guys. The next card out, the first card out was you are very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. Whether it's waxing or waning gibbous moon. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So for those of you who are interested in your moon sign energy, you may have a cardinal moon, so you may have a Cancer moon, you may have a Libra moon, you may have a Sagittarius moon. I'm trying to think, I think I'm saying that right. It's pretty much the signs that start off every season, okay? Or an Aries moon. And then we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So Gemini, I'm seeing that you're really close to something. And there are those of you may feel in the month of September, like, I just want to give up. Like, this is all for naught. This is like, I've been working and working so hard, and I feel like I'm getting so close, but nothing is working. So what I'm getting here, Gemini, do not give up. Don't give up. If there are those of you, Gemini, sun and rising signs, who maybe this is a family situation, or this is a friendship, or this is a romantic partnership, and you're just like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do. And again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. If you're done, you're done, right? You don't have to listen to me. But others of you, if you, like, again, it says your commitment is being tested here. So if you've made a commitment in a relationship and you know, like, you love this person loves you, there's just a lot of problems that need to be resolved. It's just going to take some time for those problems to be resolved. You may have to be the first person to be like, all right, let's get this done. Let's face this. Let's get through this. Let's start the healing process. And you just need to take the time, like it says, take the time to breathe out and just be like, everything's going to be okay. Please work on your breathing. Do some breathing exercises, Gemini, when you're feeling overwhelmed, because what I'm getting, that you are so close. Some of you guys, this is family. Again, this is a relationship. This can be your job. This can be about your health. Whatever it is that you have created in your life, or that a goal that you've set in your life, Gemini, sun and rising signs. And it doesn't have to be financial or career, but it can. But it can just be love. It can be like you've made a goal. You're like, I want to have my own family. I want to provide for my family. I want to get married, or I want to keep my family together, even though we have a lot of problems that we're going through. I want to get this job. I want to grow in my career and climb that ladder. Don't give up, Gemini. Do not give up on this person, because I feel if this is a person, this person is worth it. They're worth it to you. You just have to have faith. Okay, this job, this career, this project, it is worth it to you. Don't give up. I also see, don't just wait for things to unfold. Like, you have to make the first move here. You have to begin this. You have to begin this. Okay? You committed to something, it's being tested at this time. The universe is like, oh yeah, you're committing to this, you're gonna do it. All right, well, let's kind of throw some things your way to see how committed you are. Because the universe, whenever we talk to the universe, Gemini, sun and rising signs, whenever we say a prayer to God, we got to know what we're praying for. And just say a prayer and just think like, oh, they're just going to answer. It's like, no, what are you praying for? Do you know? Oh, I want this job. I want to marry this person. I want to have children. I wanted this. I wanted that. When you speak to God and you speak to the universe, you have to know that what you're praying for, that what the universe is offering you, what God is offering you, is exactly what you want. That's to me the power of manifestation, is just knowing exactly what you want, no matter how hard, no matter how many people are just saying like, you need to give up on that. Like, that's too much, How come you haven't moved on by now? How come you still dealing with them? How come you still working at that job? How come you still working on this project? How come you haven't thrown in the towel yet? Like, you may have people who say, well, I would have did this and that. I would have been gone by now. I would have left that person by now. I would have left them in the dust by now. But it's just like, they're not in your shoes. You got to know what you were praying for, Gemini. You got to know. You got to know. Let's pull some tarot, Gemini, sun and rising signs, and see a little bit more in detail what is happening for your tribe, your sign, your zodiac sign, the sun and rising signs of Gemini around the world. Let's see what more the universe has in store for you for the month of September, and what more you may be dealing with, what other insight is available to you at this time. Okay. All right, let's see here. Gemini, sun and rising signs. Four cards for Gemini, sun and rising signs for September 2023. Oops. Okay, you do have the moon. You have the high priestess, so double the Pisces energy. Some of you guys, you have Pisces in your chart. You have a Pisces in your life, or your moon is a Pisces or Cancer energy. Ace of Swords. Okay, so you know what you want. And if you haven't really thought about it, Gemini, about like what you truly want, or what if you haven't really become clear about your commitments and what you desire, you're becoming clear now, because the Ace of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This is your energy, right? Yeah, and then we have the Three of Pentacles, works. So there are those of you, this is definitely about a job. Others of you, this is a project that you've worked on. Now, again, some of you guys, this can definitely be family. There are things that seem Gemini, you may feel kind of clouded in your mind. There are things that you don't understand. You don't understand why they're happening. You don't see a way out, but you're being guided, because you see these dogs here. This card represents Anubis, the jackal. These two jackals here, or these two canine creatures, those represent spirit guides. That represents guidance, right? And black dogs also represent good luck in some cultures. And with the high priestess here, with that camel, you've traveled far, Gemini. You've come a long way in your life. Make sure that you're drinking water. Make sure you're taking care of your body, Gemini, because everything that you've gone through in your life may have taken a toll on your body, okay? But there are those of you are really healthy. You're very abundant in your body and in your soul, okay? Some of you may need to change up what you're eating, eat more fruits and vegetables. Some of you guys love crystals. You guys love collecting crystals, or maybe you wear them if you don't collect them. But this is definitely, others of you, you're very mathematical. Your intuition is very, you're very mathematical. You are very clear about what you want, but that clarity is leveling up here. But I do get the sense that this is about a job. If this is not about a job, or this is not career-based for some of you, when I see the pentacle reading, I also see your health. Like, this is like you are taking care of your physical body. Okay, that's very important in the month of September. But I also see pentacles as family. These are also material things, like making sure that your family is healthy, making sure that your family has the money to keep a roof over your head, making sure your cars are running properly if there are cars that need to be fixed or need to be maintenance, making sure that you have food on the table, food in the refrigerator, food in your pantry, right? Money in your savings account. Because families can also be, a goal, right? Keeping your family together. This can be you and your spouse, you and your significant other, where things don't really seem clear right now. But your intuition is telling you to have faith, to take a deep breath, to be clear about what you want, Gemini, because this project is worth it. It's worth it. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which represents success. So yeah, whatever it is that you're dealing with, Gemini, Sun and Rising signs, it's going to be successful. There's an equal give and take here. Right? What you give, you receive back. This is a successful venture. Things are evening out. Things are balancing out within this situation here, whatever this situation is that's on your heart and your mind. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards just to see a little bit more of what this is talking about. Gemini, Sun and Rising signs. I'm getting work and career and finances for some of you. Do it one more time for Gemini, Sun and Rising signs. Some of you guys really like prisms or rainbows, like you like light catchers or something, or sun catchers. Others of you like pyramids. You like anything with a point, like you like points. You don't like things to be round. You like things to be kind of pointy or squared in a way. Interesting. Yeah, so the Knight of Pentacles, this is Taurus. Clarifying the Moon card. So this means that there is more to learn. There is more to gain here. And no, you don't see what's in front of you, but what you do see is what's around you right now. You need to ground yourself in the present moment. You may know someone, Gemini, who may be in your age range, or maybe they're younger than you, but this person could be in their 30s. And they have a lot to learn. They're a little bit slow. You know, sometimes you feel like they're lying to you, or they're not being 100% truthful to you for whatever reason. This could definitely be your son or your daughter. This can be your significant other. This can be a coworker. This can be a friend. It can be anybody really, but there's a person here or a situation. There's a person here or a situation where you really need to understand that there is more to the story here. And it's going to take some time to really unravel this. It's going to take some time to peel the layers of this onion that that's in front of you here. Just ground yourself and be in the present moment, Gemini, with this person, or with yourself. If this is something where you're just like pushing forward towards the future, and you're so future forward to the point where you're not grounding yourself, please pay attention to that, okay? Then we have the Ten of Swords with the High Priestess. So yeah, there may have been a moment where you were like kind of confused. You weren't sure if your intuition was telling you to stop and run away. Maybe you did for a time from this situation. But this situation there's some type of a cycle in this situation. Some of you guys, your commitment is being tested. This card is saying that you're probably just going to leave because you realize that this is not what you wanted to commit to anymore. Some of you guys are afraid and you just want to end this situation or this relationship because you don't see everything. Some of you guys did leave. You left somebody, or you left a project, or you left a job behind because you were just like, nothing is clear to me right now. I don't like. Some of you Gemini, Sun and Rising signs, you do not like when things are not right in front of you. You don't like when things are cut, when things are not black and white. You don't like when there's gray area. You want things to be clear. But the universe here is letting you know not everything's going to be clear to you. You have to have faith, right? So there are those of you who did quit, okay? Others of you, you're on the brink of quitting, okay? But this is just a cycle. Some of you guys may still decide to walk away from this situation when you gain, but you need to walk away from it when you gain more clarity. Don't just walk away from it because you're mad or because of emotions. Walk away from it because you've gained more clarity, because you have the 8 of Cups. So that means that you realize, Gemini, Sun, and Rising signs, that something, a job, a project, a marriage, some type of a relationship is just not meant for you anymore, but you needed to kind of see the big picture first before you walked away from it. Instead of walking away from it because you're tired or because you're emotional or angry, you're going to gain some clarity about someone or something, and then you're going to walk away from it. Finally, feeling more aware, feeling wiser. This is Pisces energy, so this could be a Pisces energy. Now, others of you, this is a cycle. This is just a cycle within a relationship, within a situation where, again, this is for those of you where you know, and you've been shown, like you prayed to your God, you talk to your spirit guides or your ancestors, and they constantly show you that you need to stay in this situation, that this is good for you. This is good for the long term. And you may actually decide or be shown that this is not a situation you need to walk away from. It's a cycle that you need to walk away from within the situation, so that you and these people, or you and this person, or you and this career path can thrive and grow. Okay. Yeah, and then we have the Princess of Swords. So you're going to be ready. There's going to be so much more for you to learn in this situation. You're going to walk away from this feeling so much more mature, feeling like you've grown and improved. This is a huge blessing, Gemini, Sun, and Rising signs. You may be dealing with a Libra, a Pisces. There's a lot of Pisces here. Okay. There's someone here. Again, I really get that this is your child. Some of you guys, this is your child. And they think a lot like you. And this is like the goal. This is like, some of you guys, this is your child where you're just, maybe they got themselves into a lot of trouble. This can be one of your children that's older now. Maybe they're an adult, but mentally, they're a lot like you, but they still have a lot to learn mentally. Some of you guys may have a child, maybe they're younger, but they're really mature for their age, but they still are kind of slow with certain things. Okay, and this is really going to call for you to have patience, because there are those of you, Gemini, Sun, and Rising signs, where you are not patient with your child. Okay, I don't know if this is your child, it could be, but you got to be patient with this person. This person mentally, they have a lot of things to grow in. Physically and financially, this person could be, doing normal things outwardly, okay, depending on who you're dealing with, if this is a person. But whatever you're dealing with, Gemini, if this is a person, what I will say is that you may be dealing with someone who's slow to learn certain things or understand certain things that you understand. And you kind of have to just practice patience with them. You have to. If you really love this person and you want things to continue, you have to practice patience with this person. You may have given up on them a few times, or maybe once. But now you're realizing, okay, I got to stick it through with this person. Because they're gonna be fine. Bottom of the deck, you do have the 5 of Wands, of strife. So yeah, this is not an easy task, Gemini. Whatever you're dealing with is not easy. In September, you're dealing with a lot of, I also see this as collaboration, but this is Leo energy. But Gemini, I really feel like you're kind of feeling complex about this whole situation. You really don't know what to do. And again, some of you guys may decide to just leave because you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not what I want. Like I thought I did. But others of you, you're just deciding, you know what, I'm just going to stick with it. It's fine. This is what I chose, and I want to stick with it until, things improve. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the universe is going to leave you with. What it wants you to leave September into October. What it wants to bless you with out of this situation that you're dealing with. What it wants for you in this situation. If it wants you to leave, or wants you to stay, or if it just wants you to just learn a specific thing, whether you do stay or leave. Gemini, Sun, and Rising signs. It does say expect powerful change here. So I do see that this situation will improve. It's just not going to be an easy task here. It's not going to be easy, Gemini. And if this is your child, this is just going to be a time in September where you may just feel like, you know, when are they going to learn, or when are they going to understand these things, or when are they, you know, going to heal? But I feel like they will. It's quite possible that it's this person. Oh, they're these beautiful geese. Sorry, we have like a geese sanctuary down the road, so they come and they fly overhead sometimes. It's beautiful. But anyway, guys, some of you, this is a person, another person, maybe your child, once again, or your significant other, some type of a relationship that you're sticking with, and this person actually drops a bad habit and they see light, like they gain clarity about this, and they walk away from something. And then they're finally ready to work on the relationship. I do see that as well, you know. It's just that this person is going through a lot of strife right now. They're going through a lot of hardship in their minds, and they may be acting out or acting in a certain way that you may feel is detrimental to their health or reckless in some way. So let's see, Gemini, sun and rising signs. One more time for Gemini, sun and rising signs. Let's see. It says, make time for self-care, Kyanite. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So yeah, Gemini, when things feel like they're falling apart, or you just feel like this person is not going to get their act together, and you just feel like, I just want to throw in the towel, I don't want to work on this anymore. Maybe this is not the time for you to work on this. Now is your time to take care of yourself, so that this person can have the space to take care of themselves and do what they're supposed to do. Again, this is not a reading to tell you to stay or to go. This is like, whatever you choose to do, understand that your commitment is being tested. If you choose to leave, maybe this person will end up getting their act together eventually, but that's completely up to you if you want to stay. Others of you, if you really are looking for things to work out with somebody that you're with right now, or maybe you're not with them right now, maybe they're just working on themselves, or you're working on yourself. I do see that this is going to come together, and someone's going to see the light, and it's going to be beautiful. So I would say to, honestly, if you are spiritual, definitely talk to your spirit guides and pray and ask for some guidance, ask for some symbols and signs and synchronicities that'll help you understand how to go about this. But what I can tell you from my end is that you just need to focus on yourself right now, Gemini. Don't be so hard on this person. Don't be so cumbersome. Don't be, don't hover over them. Be there for them if they need you. Let them come to you. You can definitely be there for them and support them and visit them, or whatever it is that you want to do, if you guys are apart. But don't get to the point where you've immersed yourself in it so much that you've forgotten about your health and your well-being. Does that make sense? All right, Gemini, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Gemini.